Oh, Lord, y'all can see my hair.
It's going to take him a second to come on. I'm just taking the mic because I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you what the format was for today. So I don't just want to like tell you online because they're watching us. Hopefully they're watching us. So trying something new. You know, we've been doing Periscope, Twitter for the past, 3 years or so, but things have seemed to change a little bit with people. So I've been trying to do more, there's bugs flying around. I don't like it. More YouTube videos and see what people like and say. There's my son. What's up, son?
Oh, he's always, I'm sure, supportive. Your #1 fan, I'm sure.
Yeah. He just called me a minute ago, so
okay.
I guess that's his way of saying
He was
hello.
ready for you.
He was ready. So do all your chores, man. Good job with cleaning up some of the kitchen. Just make sure you get the dishes clean today before I get home. But me and Kiara are here pregame, Panthers Stadium behind us, taking your questions about the New York Giants matchup today. So I know this is the first time, so we'll give you guys about, can we give 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
It's hot. Even though the sun doesn't look too bright, it's pretty hot. We'll give you guys about 15 minutes to sign on and check us out. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and actually, most importantly, turn on the notifications, and that way in the future when we do these live broadcasts, you guys will know about it. So Kiara, you got to help.
Is Chris Samuel actually going to play? Yeah,
it's Curtis.
Curtis. Cheated. I'm
So,
sorry, I actually know the players. I'm sorry. Curtis.
So we're going to get to that, but one.
Too.
Yeah.
Thinking of this, Chris. That's a problem.
So one thing that I want to point out is before the game, we do pregame interviews, just getting the crowd response. Kiara does a good job going around talking to people. And we struggled getting some Carolina Panther fans.
We did. It was harder than I expected, actually.
It seems like, I don't know what's going to happen come game time, but so far I'm walking around. I don't know if you guys can see behind us now. Like, it's a 50-50 mix right now, but as we were walking around early, it was really 75% Giants fans.
A lot of Giants fans.
Yeah, more so than you would think, like for the Cowboys or some other team like that. But all right, so that's enough of me talking again. If you're watching for the first time, we got some questions. We're going to go ahead and jump into the questions. Is Curtis Samuel actually going to play today? So I'll handle that one because Rivera already said Friday that, and I reported on that, Curtis Samuel is going to play. Doesn't know how much, but he'll probably start out on special teams for Curtis Samuel, and then he didn't speak much about how much Demir Burke may play, but Curtis Samuel will definitely be on the field getting some snaps, and like I said, certainly on special teams. Okay. I didn't know if you want to add something.
Ask you?
No, I didn't know if you want to add something.
Oh, no, I actually didn't know Chris usually goes to the practice, so this is my
really?
first time. Yeah.
Really?
So I wouldn't know how to answer that question, but
that's why we're a team.
You did a great job.
We're a team.
Did
you feel that moment?
I did.
Did you see that other question that we missed, or was it another question?
I think you said that they were excited about today, yeah. And bold prediction, Reed gets an interception.
You want to take that?
I think...
You can decline. You can throw it back to me.
I think Reed shows out today. You know, it's been a while since he's been on the field, so I'm kind of excited to see him play. I hope he gets more than one interception. I hope he goes off today. I wonder who's going to tackle OBJ. I wonder if it's going to be him or Bradbury.
Bradbury.
Okay, well then there you go. It would be interesting to see it otherwise, but yeah.
I'm not looking forward to talking to Reed after the game. I got a feeling
a lot of people are interested to talk. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are interested if he's going to kneel today.
Yeah, you know what Rivera said all week about that?
What did he say?
He said that we'll see.
I hope he does.
There's Kiara's opinion.
I hope
what
he
else,
does.
did we miss anything right there?
I think it said he said he has the best hands, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
I believe since.
Oh, Curtis, Eric Reed?
Yeah.
Eric Reed does have some good hands out there. We're getting distracted by.
He's a pro season, so.
How do you like how that light's hitting you right now?
I do too.
You like it? All right, so if we did miss your questions, please just send them again. We got about 10 more minutes left on the broadcast, and I don't know if we know how to share it. Let's see. Can we share this broadcast? Boom! I'm going to share. Hold on, if you guys are saying something, because it's kind of all the same thing.
Bold predictions for Reed today.
Bold predictions. I wouldn't say they're bold, but I would say, you know, players always get motivated for. I was about to give you the mic, but I'm talking. See that?
I got you see how it works. Right. That's my trouble whenever I'm interviewing somebody. It's not knowing when to,
But you're the pro.
You're right.
So,
I should know better.
boom.
All right.
Got it?
Got it.
But Eric Reed, I think he's going to be motivated just like any other player. Like sometimes players are motivated because they're going against their prior team. Some players are motivated because they're in a contract year. There's a lot of questions coming. But I think that Eric Reed is definitely going to have a good game because he has to be off the charts motivated, right? He's back in the NFL. He said that he felt like he would be out longer. Colin's been out for several years, but he didn't have to sit up about a quarter.
Right.
And stayed in good football shape. It's going to remain to be seen how much game shape that he's in.
Right.
But I think he's going to be pretty solid. I mean, this guy was, as you said, a Pro Bowler before.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's trying to dig up something that he hasn't had in him. So I'm predicting good things and solid things.
But I think the fact that he's starting says a lot about what kind of confidence Riviera has in him. And I totally missed that lengthy question. Can you bring back the question?
So I guess we got to decide who's going to watch for the questions, right?
I'll watch for the question.
You got it?
Yes, I won't engage with you as you're talking.
Well, finish your thoughts on Reed. If you have not.
I was saying that the reason he's starting today says a lot about the confidence the team has in him. So I think he's ready. I hope we get to see Jackson cover. I do too. That would be amazing. And you said Bradbury is covering OBJ.
Yeah.
And there was one more. I think one said about Thomas Davis coming back. Do you have any news about that?
Well, Thomas Davis, Coach Rivera was, and you're probably going to pick on me and roll your eyes, but, I would like to say I was one of the few media people that got to go to the Friday press conference. I'll give you the information I'm going to share, which is Coach Rivera said he doesn't know the exact time that Thomas is allowed to come back. He said if he's allowed to come back right at the end of kickoff, he's sure that he will, or if 12:01 is the time that Thomas will be able to come back. So he will not be here today.
Okay.
And at the time, Rivera didn't know the exact moment, but he says he can assure that whatever is the arrow this time that Thomas could be in the stadium, that he's going to be here.
That would be kind of exciting, like mid-game, you just see Thomas Davis
Mid-game?
coming, right? Just mid-game, and Thomas Davis just pops up.
How about post-game?
No, I want a mid-game. I wanted like a Vontae Davis type of thing, like how he just retired. I want a Thomas Davis comeback.
Sound like a fine though.
Dramatic.
Fine? You gonna pay his fine?
Tepper pay. He's worth $11.6 billion. He got it.
Okay.
He's I think third of the richest owners of all the leagues. I think. Either way, he got 11.
Make that face again?
No. Either way, he has $11.6 billion. How many sacks do you think we will have today?
You want me to handle that one?
You do, yeah.
Sacks. All right. 3.5. Oh, you can't have a half. I'm gonna go for 3 or 4. If I have to say one number, 3.
Let's see. The Giants have a pretty horrible offensive line, and then we have Eli Manning, who's pretty touchable. I see. I'm going to go with a strong 5 today.
We like playing a spades. You said a strong.
A strong 5. A 5 and a possible.
5 and a possible.
I think Obata goes off today. I think he's still feeling that kind of hype that he was feeling last week or the week before last.
Okay. So we're gonna wait for some more questions to come by. Let's see. Let me give an update on the percentage of Giants and Panthers fans. Panthers fans are catching up. What you thinking about?
I'm thinking about this game. I'm excited. I am.
You just went to your own work.
An early bye week, and I'm just really excited to see the Panthers come back and have a great season. Cam is healthy. Cam is happy. It's like when Cam is happy, the world is better.
He makes the world a better place.
He does. I mean, it's infectious. I don't know who posted it, someone on Twitter or Instagram, how he had different handshakes with different receivers. We pounding. We be always pounding. We pounding. How many yards will CMC get, and will he lead in rushing by the end of the game?
I love it when you turn it to me. You want me to answer the question.
Exactly.
Yards for CMC. I have not been liking how many carries and how much of the offense CMC is, even though I'm going to say he's been effective, right? So yardage for Christian McCaffrey today, I'm going to go with 83 yards rushing, and I'm going to go with 67 yards receiving. So I'm going to go with 150 combined yards. Get back in my screen for Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. I'm going to go 120 rushing.
100-yard game.
120 rushing.
You don't want C.J. Anderson to get the ball.
120 rushing. And I'll do 20 receiving. So about we'll cap it off at 150. When is C.J. Anderson going to get some carries?
Well, according to what Kiera just gave out, he's not going to get but about 2 or 3.
It's not because I don't want him to. It's because they just don't put him in enough. It's like, I feel like Nerve is thinking, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
CMC is getting the yardage. See, thank you for my confirmation.
We'll see. Dante Jackson.
Right, I was just about to say, yeah.
I can't throw it to you?
No. Dante actually, no, his nickname is Dante. What is my nickname for him?
You're going to lose some points.
Search through Twitter.
Action Jackson.
No, I have my own nickname for Action. Oh. Yeah, it was something different. I'm gonna think of it.
Meanwhile, type that question again. We both missed it.
I think it was, someone said what about Dante on OBJ? That would be you talking about a battle of egos. That would be dope to see. That's almost like Josh Norman and OBJ again.
No, you can never have that again. Never.
Probably. But I think Dante will probably take it up a notch.
There's new rules in place to not have that happen again.
Dante is a rookie. He's ready. He's fiery. He's energetic. I think him and OBJ will be must-see TV. How many numbers do you think we'll have today, Chris?
So here's my confession. Predictions is not what I'm big on. I'm big on reporting what actually happened. So to be psycho, whatever the word would be, to be able to predict all the little things that could happen during the game. I don't know how many turnovers. That's a hard one for me. I don't have any answer, but I can continue to tell you about player personnel and other things like that. Even though I did say question and answer. Watch the game. Find out. Yeah. Did you see those questions?
I'm going with 2. We need a strong runner today. C.J. Anderson. Run more today because Giants D-line is pretty good. What happened to DJ Moore? I haven't seen him play a lot or start at all.
So, once again, going back to my Friday meeting with Coach Rivera, I specifically asked him about DJ Moore. He said that he's not worried about his confidence, even though, I'm not either, but I think you should give him more confidence, right? I don't think he's going to be but I just think that you should go ahead and boost him up. But when I asked Rivera about it, he said there's no plans to do any specific plays for DJ. He feels like his confidence is in a good place, and we'll just continue to wait and see how the game plan works out with what the game is giving him today. But, yeah, no special plans to make sure the DJ gets some touches today, which I am a little sad about because he's a first-round pick. You invested a lot in that, so why not put some effort? I got a head shake. From the congregation.
I agree. I think it burns my soul a little bit Ron Hoser, Ricky's back. It makes me upset because why recruit some or why draft?
I think you're trying to hold your tongue.
I am.
Let it out.
No. Why draft someone if you're not going to use him for that specific purpose? And when they were drafted, everyone was excited because they were like, oh my goodness, he's like another Steve Smith. Steve Smith was hype about it. They said it was one of the best draft picks. Receiving core better, right? And I just feel I don't know what they're if it's a DJ Moore thing, if they don't think he's ready, if they're seeing something that we don't see. It is something bigger than this, I think. It's something that we don't know. Gotta be.
I feel like if you was in that room with Ron, that you would have to be they would have to say, okay, that's enough on the DJ Moore question. But hey, I want to give a shout out to Thomas Washington, who I saw on here, man. I haven't seen in a while. Appreciate you watching. And, keep doing good things. You think Dante is better than DJ? Well, we gotta start to wrap it up. So after the game, we will post another video. You can keep an eye if anything really good comes through. I shouldn't say really good, but that you want to take. I did. But in wrapping up, after the game, I'm going to go into the locker room, get some interviews. So I'd love for you guys to send us questions. So during the game, to get updates on injuries, latest updates, information, all that stuff, this beautiful lady, Kiera Luck, will be manning Twitter. So please log on to Twitter. Any questions that you have about the game as it's going on, like to interact with you there. And then again, subscribe to the channel if you have not already doing so and you're watching as a new person, and make sure you hit the notifications because next week as we continue to do our live broadcast, you'll be able to know and be able to participate. So,
see ya.
She said, see you. Bye.